Hello beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel. If you're watching this, that means that today is my birthday. Yes, today, July 6th, when you'll be watching this, is my 22nd birthday. So I just wanted to do a video that I've seen like a couple different people do. I was mainly inspired by Tiffany Ferg's video that I could link in the description down below, and somebody else's, I can't remember, but she was like making a cake, like frosting a cake or whatever, in which they did 22 things I learned at 22. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go for it. I can't even believe I'm turning 22. Like, I feel so old right now. Let's get into it. Number one is protect your peace. So this is something that I have been working on for the longest, and basically to me that just means that like not everybody has your best intentions at heart, and it's really important to recognize that and to prioritize yourself over other people. So that goes for friendships, relationships, family relationships, you know, like just protect yourself first, because at the end of the day, the only person that's going to be there for you is you. The second thing that I learned is that saving is so important. I'm still learning this because I'm so bad with money. Like, I'm a very emotional spender, if that makes sense. Like, I don't think that much when I spend, but now that I've graduated from college and I have mountains of debt, saving is so important, and I wish that I had started saving like how I am now before. Number three. So this is like hella cliche, but the third one is that hard work can help you achieve anything. And the reason why I wanted to say this is because, like I said, I just graduated from college, and that was like such a big feat for me. I literally didn't think I was going to be able to do it, but I worked so hard these past 4 years that I actually was able to achieve it, and I was able to do things in that time that I never thought that I was going to be able to do. Like, I studied in LA, for Christ's sake. That was like my dream, you know? So hard work can help you do anything, and I'm slowly still learning that as well, which is why I'm really launching myself into like all of my creative projects, so YouTube, Instagram, things like that, because I really do think that if I put my mind to it, that I'm going to find success. So mark my words, today I'm saying that my dreams will come true. I am putting it out there, speaking it into the universe. So number four, why can't I count? Number four is that you can't control everything. So this is like a big problem for me, because I'm a Virgo rising. I'm a kind of a control freak sometimes. Like, I have a very particular way that I want things to work out, and when they don't work out the way I want them to, I get very frustrated. Sometimes things don't work out even when you really want them to. Number five is value your family time. I only really realized this when I went away to college, that family time is so important. Like, my freshman year, I was so happy to be leaving, and of course I still, every single time it was time for me to like leave to go back to school in the summer and stuff, like I was always excited, but there's nothing that could compare to like the family time that you spend. Number six. So number six is that no does not mean no, if that makes sense. No doesn't mean anything, and this kind of goes hand in hand with the you can't control everything thing. So basically it just means if one door closes, another opens. Don't let a no or a rejection stop you from wanting to do what you want to do. Number seven. Number seven is that clout is a disease. It is a mental illness, because the things that I see people doing on social media for clout, hello, are you okay? Like, clearly you're not okay. It just like, it amazes me every time I see someone doing something stupid online for clout, and like, I hope to never be that person that do anything for clout. Do anything for clout. I'm talking to all those little nasties that have been going in the supermarket and licking ice cream and putting it back. Are you okay? Clout is a disease. Number 8. Wait, is this 8? Yeah, I can't count. Number 8, romantic relationships should not determine your happiness. So this is a big one for me, because I really do put a lot of my own like value on the way others perceive me, even though I don't really care, but like, you know, like I care to like a certain degree. And I've come to realize that like in order to truly be happy, you need to be happy on your own before somebody else can really bring happiness to you. At the end of the day, a relationship is just that. It's a relationship, it's a partnership, it's a 50-50 or 100-100 relationship where each person gives. You should not be relying on another person to give you what you don't have. Number 9. Number 9 is being a hater makes you ugly. And by that, I mean that hating on somebody else because you're jealous is so ugly. Like, support other people. Hating on somebody else isn't going to make you look better. And like, I've noticed this like with a lot of people that don't even realize that they're being haters, but like, there's no reason to really tear somebody else down. Like, of course, like, I've said things that can come off as being like a hater or whatever, but like, I'm learning to not do that as much because being a hater is so ugly. Like, support other people or just mind your own business. Just focus on yourself. Number 10. So communication is key. Communication is so important.
I'm a communications major, so I should know.
Just kidding. Being able to articulate yourself, your thoughts, your feelings is so important, and that's the only way that you'll ever make any type of leeway in anything. Number 11. Since I don't have enough fingers, I'm going to stop doing this. Number 11 is don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't put all your hopes and dreams and aspirations into one thing. Spread yourself out into different things so you have different things to fall on if that one thing doesn't work out. Number 12 is I hate having my feelings invalidated. I hate it. I hate it. And this is like such a big thing for me because I am a very sensitive person. I am a Cancer, but I wouldn't say that I'm like a stereotypical Cancer. So I just hate when like I try to tell someone that they did something to me or that I was hurt in some way and it just gets dismissed by me being too sensitive. My feelings are valid, okay? Your feelings are valid. Do not let someone invalidate your feelings. That's it, point blank, period. Number 13. So this is a big one for me. It is not my job to educate other people, aka usually non-black people or non-people of color, so aka white people, about social issues. So this has been like a huge thing for me ever since I like got interested in like social justice. People see like a black person and basically think that we have all the answers. I had to do my own research on a lot of the things I talk about, and literally Google is free. Like, Google's free. I'm so tired of having to like explain myself or explain issues to people when they can just do their own research. It's not my job to educate people. I don't have all the answers. I'm still learning about social issues as well, and it's just really mentally exhausting for people to constantly be looking at you for all these answers. Because first of all, I don't speak for all black people. Like, it's not my job to educate you. Number 14 is One Direction made amazing music, and the only reason why they were overlooked by most of the general public is because they made music for teenage girls, and people hate to see teenage girls happy. If people that hated on One Direction, aka mostly boys, took the time to actually listen to their stuff, they would have to admit that they have bops. Bops after bops after bops. Fireproof, timeless. Timeless, classic. Timeless, Grammy-worthy bop. Midnight Memories, the guitar on that, okay? Take Me Home, that whole album, that whole body of work, amazing. Amazing. Number 15 is to stop expecting you from other people. So basically this means that the energy that you give out to other people is not the energy that you should be expecting them to give to you in return, because like I said in my very first point, not everyone has your best intentions at heart. And this is something I've had to learn because I'm a very generous person. I'm supportive, I'm loving, and I tend to show that a lot in my relationships with other people. And every time I've basically tried to like expect that from the wrong person, I end up getting hurt and disappointed, and it's just not worth it. You know what I mean? Like, I can't keep expecting other people to have the same energy that I do. Number 16 is a super important one, which is take care of yourself mentally and physically. Whether it be doing a face mask, painting your nails, working out, smoking a J, you know what I mean? It's really important to make sure that you are taking care of yourself, because you only get one mind, you only get one body, only get one life, and you have to make sure that you're in tip-top shape in order to enjoy it. Number 17 is your past does not determine your present or your future. So the reason why I put this one on is because in the past I went through a lot of like mental health problems, which in turn kind of like affected my day-to-day life, so my school life, my home life, and everything. And I was thankfully able to overcome all of that, and now because I was able to overcome it, I kind of am able to have a better present and, in the same token, a better future. I'm not saying that like what happened in the past doesn't matter, because of course those things helped make me who I am today, but it doesn't in any way reflect who you are in a bad way, if that makes sense. Number 18 is tap into your creative side in any way you can. So that was my resolution for 2019, was to shamelessly promote myself in all areas of my craft. So like on YouTube, on Instagram, like with photo editing, video editing, things like that. That's kind of like my niche. Photography, fashion. So I've been really trying to tap into all of those things because, like I mentioned in one of my previous points, hard work pays off. But at the same time, I'm also tapping into these things because it's so important to have like a creative outlet to kind of escape everything, you know? So that was number 18. Number 19 is that social media numbers mean nothing. So this is actually something that I learned while I was in LA. I was meeting a lot of people that have like huge followings, but those followings were not reflective in who they were as people, if that makes sense. So there's like two sides to this coin. So a lot of people could think that because somebody has like a big following that they might be not the nicest person, they might be pretentious, they might think they're better than people or whatever, but they turn out to be really, really nice and really cool. So I met people that were like that, but also there were other people that like have these huge followings and like present themselves in like a certain way online that just does not translate in real life. Like they would be like really cool and like really bubbly people online, but then in person just be very bland and two-dimensional. So that's when I like realized social media numbers really mean nothing, and I have to keep telling myself that because as somebody that's like trying to come up on social media, numbers seem like they mean everything. Like likes and followers, of course, seem like they mean everything, and in a way they do if you're trying to like work with brands and stuff, but that does not determine your worth. That does not determine whether or not your content is good or bad if you have more numbers than somebody else. So yeah, that was something that I really like, I opened my eyes to while I was in LA. Number 20 is to stop oversharing. So I used to have a huge oversharing problem, especially on Twitter, but I've recently kind of pulled that back a little bit because more and more people that I know in real life started following me, and if I tweeted something that was like super personal, like people would ask me questions about it. So it kind of taught me to like stop oversharing. Like not everybody needs to be in your business, and honestly I'm all for like speaking things into existence, but sometimes it's best to keep things to yourself because you never know who's wishing on your downfall. Number 21 is don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. So I've been learning this a lot recently. Like when I went to LA, like that was a dream that I had always had, but of course a part of me was like really scared that I wouldn't live up to what I thought. So going out to LA like really opened my eyes that like I need to step out of my comfort zone and do all these things that I might not necessarily be the most comfortable with, most confident in doing, because at the end of the day it really pays off. And finally, number 22, I actually don't have anything pre-written for this, but I think I'm just gonna leave it to mind your own business. Like, yeah, minding your own business costs $0. People love being in other people's business, and it's annoying, frankly. Alright, so I think I'm going to end this video with just saying what I wish to happen for my 22nd year. So at 22, I hope to keep growing my social media following, keep making YouTube videos, so keep going after what I like to do, my creative stuff, but also sometime next year I want to move back to LA. And maybe go to law school. I don't know. These are just like tentative plans, but they're stuff that I've thought about before. So hopefully I can achieve all these things. I'm like speaking it into existence now. If you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching. I can't believe I'm 22 years old. Crazy. Time flies when you're having fun, I guess. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Leave a comment down below telling me what your sign is. I am a Cancer. I'm born on July 6, 1997. Virgo rising and Leo moon. So if you know those things, tell me your signs in the comments. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.